Hard pause because nothing says immersive experience like a life insurance ad.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. Is that good? Is that good for a thumbnail shot in case I make this a video? I got Korean strawberries. Try them later. Way too expensive for strawberries. Hope you guys doing well. Happy Tuesday, I want to say. Yes, Tuesday. It hasn't been 2 days. What's the next holiday? When do I want to take another week off? Yeah, I guess not anytime soon, to be fair. I'll figure out a time. You know what? I should look into when the Epic Mega Grant stuff is and do it then. Epic Mega Grant 2026. Oh, the timeline's already posted. Cycle 1 is January 12th to June 19th. Submission. Okay, submission. I'm like, submission window is January 12th to March 20th. Okay, and the second one is June 29th to September 4th. I'm going to try to get into this one. Because by this point, I'll hopefully have the main character and more stuff just implemented in general. So this will be my goal. So probably sometime in July, I'll take like a week off to like and just try to do this. Because it's basically July, right? Effectively, this is all through July because September 4th is not very far through, and June 29th, obviously, just a few days before July. Anyway, oh, I guess it's also August, July or August, right? There's 2 months here, so sometime around there, I'll figure it out. Yeah. That's gonna be a thing. We'll see if we can get it. My money is on no. And I guess their money is on yes. Which is, you know, kind of literally. I will be paying it if it's a no, and they'll be paying for it if it's a yes. Anyway. Hey guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Things are progressing. I have paid. Well, I guess I made the initial payment. I hadn't fully paid. I've made the initial payment for the character. For the main character. So, T minus, let's say 2 months. Could be more, could be less. It's not really like a hard date that has to be done by, so you know, that's exciting. Other than that, I have figured out some lore for the game. And because for the character, the artist's like, hey, so, you know, questions about character. I'm like, yeah, those are good questions I need to figure out. I'm like, okay, I need to start thinking about lore now. Crap. So I have figured out some of the lore for the world. It's kind of based on what I already was talking about wanting to do. I just fleshed it out a little more. You know what I need to do? I need to download, what's that app program called? Obsidian? Is it? No, it's not. Is it Obsidian? It is. Yeah, it is. It is Obsidian. Hey, Lucian, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this thing. For like the whole web of, yeah, this thing. Yeah, mental maps, just keeping track of everything. Yeah, I need to download that. I'm gonna just put that over on the side. So I can keep, I'm gonna put things in there. Not right now. But I can give you guys the big roundup of things. Also, I think I have a name for the character. Character being her. Final design TBD. But I think I have a name, and I think Eris is where I'm going right now. So, at the current moment, I'm thinking Eris. E-R-I-S. Like the Greek god. And then I'm going to do all the other gods that Hades didn't do and copy everything now. Not Aries, no. E-R-I-S. Eris. Greek god Eris. Goddess of strife, chaos, and discord. She's known for instigating conflict, and most famous by throwing the golden apple of discord at a wedding. It fits very well because I have a big Discord community, so that's why I chose it. And that's the only reason, definitely. Not Aries. The definition of no, Eris basically doesn't it's not like she doesn't do the fighting herself. Basically, she plants a little seed that grows a tree, and the tree's roots will break your house. That's kind of what I understood. That's kind of what happens. I'm not really going to go into that whole Greek mythology thing, but I like the idea of it. I was like, maybe something like that as a name. I think it would suit her as well, potentially. So right now, yeah, I'm thinking that. Eve's... No, it's not Adam and Eve. That's entirely different. I was talking about Greek mythology. She's not a snake. Because the snake gave the apple? Right? No, I don't know. I don't know it. I just remember there's a snake and there's an apple and there's... I don't know. I'm not religious. I don't know any of this stuff. all the stuff that I know about is from like God of War, and then me liking God of War, me liking the Norse mythology after the first rebranch of the game that I did listen to the audiobook about Norse mythology, which was cool. So I probably know more about Norse mythology than most others. Just because the method distances you from the result, does that mean you're nonetheless responsible? I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that means. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the distance thing is very much what... Yes. Because otherwise, if you're a minor... not a child. Someone in the mines. Pickaxe. If you're a miner and you get coal, right? And you bring that coal to your boss, and he puts it in a factory. The coal is then used to make metal. That metal is being used to make guns, and the guns are being used to kill someone. Are you responsible now? Because, right, there's a distance between the start and the end, but in a sense, you are, if you didn't get the coal, assuming you're the only coal miner in this scenario for some reason, none of the other stuff would happen. Same thing. You can't blame them. That's not their fault. So distance does matter. So, you just want to know a little about the lore? I can give a little bit of my quick synopsis. Hey, Piccolo, come in. Oh, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. 100% responsible? Oh, shit. No, I tried. If I come here, Close that. Pull up our... So I am... I want to make everything within lore. So give everything lore in terms of the environments, the fact that it's islands, the fact that it's I want the roguelike mechanic to be part of the lore. Like, why are you restarting over again and again and again? So all of that is going to be part of it. The portals here are going to be different. But for now, I'm using portals. You have a whole 2.2 brain cells, and that's 2.2 times more than me. You think you know what you're talking about? I mean, I think you do know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but you know what you're talking about. So that makes one of us. So the plan for the lore is, if we just come here and just load it, might as well. I want to do islands. After I saw the view that we get, right, the whole depth of view, and you continue, right, you always start at the top and you always go down. The original idea I wanted was I want every single level, basically, or dungeon, right, the whole thing. Every time you go down, it's a different theme. So right now, the top one that we've made basically is effectively like a ruins theme. There's a bunch of ruins, sculptures, and then maybe the next one down will be, you know, steampunk, cyberpunk, a forest, whatever, right? They'll be thematically different going down. So I want that also to be part of the world. So the idea is there was a shattering. Ooh, shattering, fancy words that no one has definitely ever used. Excuse me? What? Oh, pff. I'm like, why is the buttons not working? Right. You can see down, which is cool. I like that. So I want to incorporate this. So at some point, the entire world split apart long ago. And now no one remembers why. And then the main character is going to try to figure out what's going on with the world. And the deeper down in the levels you go, so not this is all one level, right? The further down in the levels you go, the more strange it's all gonna become. What's the best word for it? Hold on. There was a word for it that I had. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it. There was a word for it. I'm not. It's the boss stuff I was trying to figure out. Anyways, they're just gonna get more chaotic as it goes down through the levels. Like, weird stuff's gonna start appearing, start happening. It'll be more interesting that way. There's also these artifacts, or whatever shape I'll end up doing to them, that apparently are holding the islands together. Is what something along those lines. Again, nothing here is set in stone. This is just general brainstorming type stuff that I did. So everyone knows they're there because but no one knows what they are, how they work, or anything. So the main character is going to want to go down and figure stuff out. But as for the main character of why they can respawn, because I wanted that to be lore, is let's see if I can actually find the actual where is it? It's too. I see. This is why I need that program. This is why I need to like cleanly write it all down, and not have what I just have basically is a big, giant, long thing of notepad. Anyway, the main character is gonna go. Is going to have complications at birth, and then later on, she's gonna be saved by somebody. And the thing that saves her is going to allow her to basically intertwine with the world. And so she will need to basically absorb the essence that is also creating the monsters in the world. And because she's now part of this essence and part of what she is originally, when she dies, she gets recreated at her, like, where it happened, where whatever that event that made her this way happened. So she can never truly ever leave, in a sense. So that'll be the lore version of what, like, how she's able to like come back. Again, all needs to be fleshed out, but generally, yeah. Welcome in, Leo. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. And that's also the reason why she wants to go out and kill mobs. And the currency now being all blood related also fits in, because that's where the essence of this world is all in monsters. You take it out of the monsters and you have a nice little glass of blood or something. I don't know. Doesn't have to be blood, but you know what I mean. It's the reason why you're killing it, reason why she's respawning. So, and also the cards will also be part of the lore. So they're going to be like fragments or resonances or something that she can actually that have been found in the world, like people in the past, and she's able to activate them because she now is part human, part, you know, whatever. So yeah, something along those lines. Which now answers why there's floating islands, and as you go down and things get more chaotic and strange and weird in the different layers, that's when the story I'm planning to do like a combination of Hades and like Path of Exile, where you get some stuff in the hub, but maybe most of it or a lot of it will be like just in the world lore. Where maybe you come across something and there's like a small cutscene and the character pops up or whatever. So that's the idea. Cards could be this world's version of tarot, determining fate. I don't want tarot because they're actually like full abilities. So, but I figured, hey, there's some kind of, you know, special thing, and I don't understand tarot at all, so I'd rather go with some kind of relic, resonance, fragment type stuff. And she can use it because she's part of it. Anyway, that's the general idea. And the name, again, as I said, I think will probably be like Eris or something. Not hard set right now, but I'm leaning at that. It's different seeing people make games this way. You start with the lore first and then make the game from that. I personally, it depends on the game. The game that I'm making can have zero story and be a fun game. If you're making a RPG, then yes, you need a story and everything. Like that will come much earlier. But if you're just making, if your game is mechanics driven, then it's maybe later. Hey, DJL, come in. How's it going? Happy New Year. Joser. Hello, Joser. It was like environmental storytelling. Would seeing one of the orbs from an island be possible? Yeah. You can see all the stuff already. I mean, I don't know about the hub specifically. I can put it in the hub where you see it in the hub as well. Yeah, I'll probably add it in once I add the lore and that's more figured out. I'll obviously change how things look. But obviously, once you go into the side of the dungeon, you could see all the stuff in there from here if you get lucky, like in terms of verticality. These generate a freaking all flat world. What are the chances? It has to pick only like the smallest rooms, basically, for it to be able to do this. Okay. Like an orb create an island or break and destroy one. So the idea is thousands of years ago, way too long for anyone to remember anymore, like way too many generations ago, something happened where the world shattered and basically these islands formed. No one remembers how they formed. Maybe if I figure it out, I'll make it, there's a reason and I'll explain it better. That's for later. But basically people built around it and built these bridges and built these walkways and connected the islands to make like little areas where they reside now. And maybe I'll leave the portals in and make the portals be part of lore as well. I don't know. Maybe that's how you get to here, but because there is magic in the game. So maybe one of the things they're able to do is create connecting archways or portals from one location to another. Like not very far distance, but maybe like that's a thing. Like for medium distance, that's what they do. But yeah. Let's even get a. No, not really. No, don't see any of the portal ones. There's a few of them. But what those things actually finally look like in the end, right? It remains to be determined. I might change how they look. That was just general idea. Yeah. So the orbs are not going to be creating or breaking it. I'm thinking the orbs or whatever shape or whatever it is will be what keeps the islands together, if anything. And maybe they're malfunctioning. Maybe they're whatever. Maybe they're mechanical and maybe they're starting to malfunction. I don't know. Figure it out as we go. This all started because the character artist, as I mentioned, wanted to get more information about the character. He's like, do you want any like specific insignias or stuff like that? I'm like, I don't know. Hey, Luna, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's your game about? I just finished explaining the lore that I was thinking about just as you came in. Oh, what timing. Here, I'll go super brief summary. This is a deck building roguelike with an action RPG. This is the hub. You go into the game. It is similar to games like Path of Exile and let me put myself like up here, not block as much. Put Path of Exile and Diablo, maybe in terms of the ARPG nature of it, but it's also like Binding of Isaac because you have a bunch of stacking power-ups that are all passive, and you have a world where that is all procedurally generated and stuff. Run. Let me see if I can get verticality here. Why is my verticality? Did I really not get a vertical start area? I didn't, did I? Oh, how to? I need to make the start area smaller. Portals could be even where enemies come from. There's already. I was already thinking about the lore for the bosses and things of that nature. So I was thinking like, okay, oh, there we go. So now you can see the verticality. So the lore for the bosses, because the bosses will need to respawn. It's a roguelike. Like you respawn and the bosses respawn. For you respawning, I already explained it. But that's also the reason why bosses and other enemies respawn. Is because whatever this thing of the world is that's causing all this essence, isn't like a physical thing. It's like a manifestation, and it just continues to basically rebuild itself. So that's kind of is the starting idea of the lore for explaining how things actually, like lore-wise, why things actually respawn and things of that nature. Yeah. Anyway. I was gonna play it all one more time. Everything regenerates. Oh, it's a roguelike. I want to make it so there's lore why you're beating the same boss over and over, or trying to beat the same boss over and over and over again, kind of thing. So, right? Why is it when you killed enemies that they're back? Well, you just killed that boss, or you're doing another run and then the boss is back, right? So, I wanted to explain it. So, that's the plan. Before I jump into that, I kind of want to... Is U5 C++ only? You're funny. I have 0 C++ in this game. That I put in. I don't know how to code. So if anything, it is very much not C++ only. It could be very much the opposite, though. So I bought these strawberries at the grocery store. They're Korean strawberries. Now, I know that Japanese strawberries are apparently amazing and extremely expensive. I'm not made of money. These things cost 20 bucks. This package of strawberries cost $20. And I was like, you know what? I want to know what's so special about these Korean strawberries. I've never had anything like that. So I want to know, are these worth $20? Because for reference, the regular box of strawberries you get is $5. So, yeah, there's 15 strawberries here. And, yeah, the whole thing was $20. I should point out it was 25 technically, or 26, but you get it for 20 if you have the card for the grocery store. So you can think of it as, even more expensive than that. So basically over $1 per strawberry. So they have gold in them? No. But I wanted to try one on stream and see what the hell is so special about these strawberries. And to let people know if there's a point of it. Of product of Korea. Like, it says air flown on it. I don't know if you could... Like, on it, it says air flown. I don't know if that's just the brand, like, actually, like, flown from Korea, or that's just a very clever marketing name. But shall we open and see what the hell? Smells great, but to be fair, most strawberries just smell great because they're strawberries. They're not that big. They're honestly not that big, is the thing. Like, I've seen strawberries like twice the size. Like... Here's a lens cap for comparison. That's the best I got. On screen, they do look big. I mean, it looks good. Like, they look nice. They look like really pristine. You know? Let's see how it is. I mean, it's good. It's a strawberry, though. I've had better. I've had better. Like, it's nice. It's a bit juicy, you know. There's some of them, some strawberries you get, and they're like, they're basically like dry. But if you put this strawberry with a bunch of other strawberries, like regular ones, for $5, like a whole pack, I'm like, oh, it's a strawberry. So I guess the moral of the story is, good. Not really worth $20. But now I can at least let you guys know. And now I just need to write these off on my taxes. And I'm not gonna do that. I mean, content out of time for a tax write-off. That's all the big streamers do, right? I don't know. I saw them. I was like, you know what? I want to try them on stream. And I did. Shall we actually get into some game dev, though? Probably. Might not be the worst idea to actually do some game dev. Let me drive this Lamborghini to the living room. I mean, look, if I made a video on Lamborghini, I mean, that would be a tax write-off. The problem is, tax write-off doesn't mean it's free. That just means you don't get taxed. And there might be even a limit on that. I don't know if there's a limit on that. Probably not. But yeah. Also, don't remind me about tricky taxes. Oh, I need to. I have a new guy, and he wants taxes from 2022 to the recent ones because he wants to just look through all of them. And yeah, I don't look forward to it. Okay, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? So this is the new setup. This all works. This is all great, right? Oh, that's right. So this, last time we set this up, where the information about the cards is now displayed on the big card on the right. Right? What I want to do now is do the same thing. Also, do I want... Why could I highlight that? Now I can't. Guess it doesn't really matter. What I want to do is add this preview and the sorting and everything else to the dungeon section. So here, right? Because you have your current deck here. You have your collected cards, right? You have all the stuff here. And now I want the big preview also here. And I want I probably want to change the design on this to put this, I don't know, maybe here, move this down, I don't know. Figure out the design on this. Add the preview, and add sorting to these cards as well. I'm probably not going to have the search functionality. I'm not going to do that. There's no reason for it. But if you wanted to sort them to be like, okay, which cards do I have, like by rarity, you know, or whatever, when you're looking at this stuff, I think that'd be a good idea. So that's the plan. To do that, though, these four are currently separate widgets. I want to make them all one widget. So that'll be the very first thing we do. Make it all one widget that can just display whatever we want, which would be much better than what it is currently, and go from there. Any questions? Excuse me. Let's go to UI. What's my favorite color? I really like a gold brown, like a bronzy color. Yeah, I like that. You know, like if you ever cook a perfect steak, you know that color? The beautiful golden brown color. That's the best. You missed when I worked on the terrain PCG? That's okay, I have videos on it. You didn't hear that type before? Electric blue is pretty cool. Well, one would say it's pretty electric. When I work on it? November? October, November, I think? How many weeks ago? No, months ago. My good sir. Weeks. It's in months. Usually people say something more flamboyant or something. Like what? You'll go back and watch them? Yeah, I spent like a good amount of time, like a few weeks, probably November or something, just drawing them. I mean, they're very easy to create. Is there any world where a projectile can both ricochet off of target walls as well bounce simultaneously? Well, no, because they're exclusive. Ricochet means it goes in a certain way, and bouncing works in a different way, right? The movement is different. One is doing this, and one's just right. If you're having bounces, that will also bounce off of a wall, but when you think of ricochet, you think like straight kind of thing. You could call it bounce off wall as well for both. It's just one is not bouncing and one is, effectively. So, but both hit a wall and bounce off. So it's effectively the same, just how much of this is doing. I think they both bounce. Yeah, that's what I mean. You structure your system in a way that doesn't conflict to cause something like that. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. Am I still using this one? No, I'm not. This is the old one. Bye. Okay, so first of all, I have these guys. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the only real difference between all of these is just the spawning. Also, let me, real quick, just come here. Okay. So if I come here and here, I believe the only real difference between all of them is this, I believe. Get card collection. Get our main cards in deck. Get discarded cards. And get burn dungeon cards. Yep. So this is the difference. So theoretically, we just make one and we just tell it to do something different. So we just need to first of all see if there's any unused cards. No. Because I believe everything else should be exactly the same. Okay. Let's make a new variable. This is going to be just make it an integer, I guess. Enum would be better. Enum would be better. This is going to be the end dungeon collection tabs. That's fine. So I have 4 right now, I believe. Yes. I'll have 5 in the end. At least. Because one of them will be the weapon info. So. Oh, I guess that one will be a different... Yeah, I'll count it. I'll have it. Okay, so we want collected cards, remaining deck cards. Discarded cards and burn cards. And then weapon abilities. Don't localize anything. Screw all of them. No localization. It's not allowed. Oh. I didn't put it. E underscore. Got molding. Nah. Gagut's sleeping. Right, Gagut's? Me, why? I think he just said you because you're the first person that he thought of that what English wasn't a first language. I think that's the only reason. Tab, I guess. Or select a tab. Okay, so based off of this, I guess I need to make a local variable for this. This is what do I even call it? I hate naming things. I hate it. Even though it doesn't really matter. My brain is blanking. Cards to display. And actually what I'll do is put a sequence here. Name it Bob. Should have been faster. Too late. I was gonna do it. That's the only reason I didn't do it right now is just because you just weren't fast enough. I definitely would have done it otherwise, for sure. Oh, this is game instance. This is also game instance. Oh, that's annoying. Why is it every other? Okay, you know what? Let's do it this way. I guess I'll make it nicer. A little bit. Is that the most deranged mad lad idea? What if you had a global array of instance structs and you made the entire game using it? A global array of instance structs? I mean, but why make them? Why would they be instance? Just make a global array of structs at that point. I mean, it is very much a dumb challenge, as you say, because it's one of those things where no one except you will ever even know about it. Unless you go online and be like, look at me. Look how stupid I am for doing this. Then people will know about you. Pains you that switch on gameplay tag only works for exact contents of the gameplay tag container? Or rather, switch on gameplay tag? What do you mean? You give it the gameplay tags you want to look at, and then based off of those, it will. Right, you tell it which one to do, and then it'll do that one if it's in here. Yeah. Exos on spawn. You tried doing that. It didn't do that. You sure you had a tag? What I've never tried doing a switch on. Did I ever do a switch on container? I think I've always done. I can type. Switch on gameplay tag. I've only done switch on gameplay tag, I think. I don't think I've ever done the container one. I think I've only done this one. I could be wrong. Give it to containers, like it needs to contain the tag in the container, oddly enough. Well, yeah. What? Of course. You're checking the container for the tag. I don't understand the problem. That is how that works, I'm pretty sure. Because how would you switch on something that doesn't exist on the input? Oh, it needs to only contain that tag. Oh, I understand. Okay, no. Yeah. So switch on gameplay tag container. Basically, here, right? When you press plus here, you could tell it, I want this combination of things. And when you input this combination of things into the selection, then it will do this. Yes, it will check this specifically. Yeah. But I guess it's an exact. It's like this I'll switch on gameplay tag, but this is looking for specifics. I don't know. I've never used it personally, but I kind of understand why it is designed that way. You have alternative ways of doing the way you want. Just it needs to be more manually set up, unfortunately. Okay, so we're not going to be using the widget switcher anymore.
Timeline on lockdown, while Twitch reminds us that food delivery exists.
Breaking the gameplay tag container for a for loop? Yeah, that's usually what I do. It solves it, but you don't like it? Eh. Nothing wrong with loops, even though I know some people say, don't use loops. They're evil. I've seen like people make videos on that in Unreal. Not Unreal, on YouTube. It's like, don't use loops in Unreal. They're very bad. Just if you're to the point where using a loop is bad, just I feel like you need to reevaluate your life. On the list of priorities that should matter to you, I don't think loops being a little bit suboptimal should be the thing that does it. But that's just me. I could be the crazy one. It's not bad. It just depends on how complex your loop. No. I'm talking about people complaining about the actual for loop node, or for each loop node. I don't remember which one. Doesn't really matter. You know, I saw videos a while back of people complaining about that specific node and about how bad it is. That's what I'm talking about. Not just the fact that you shouldn't be looping on certain things or what your logic is complex. No, the node. I wonder if we can find it. I don't even know if I want this in my search history. Don't. This is funny. Okay. I think I found the video that I was talking about. Also, I searched for UE5 don't use loop node, and that's one of the videos that came up as my video on BCG loops. But yeah, this is the for each loop sucks fix. I just remember, I think seeing, I don't know if this is the one that I saw like, a year ago or whatever it was, or maybe it was a different one, but I just remember like videos about like, don't use these, this node. I'd love to see the game or the project that doesn't perform exclusively because of that. Because that's the thing for a lot of things, right? Is I want to see that one thing break it, because usually it's never that one thing. It's usually like a bunch of things that cause issues that kind of pile up together. But if you remove any one of them, it's not going to fix the problem. All right, that's usually the most common scenario. So it's never like one thing. But it is what it is. No, do not read C++ symbols, for the love of God. So what I want to do is, I need this guy. I need to set the select a tab. And I think that means you need to generate it. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's just a theory, a game theory. So our algorithm is actually really good for blueprints. A lot of things in blueprints have really improved, right? Over the past several versions, just in general. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Got the strawberries, or was it all clickbait? No. We had the strawberries. This cost $20. These Korean air-flown strawberries. I ate 2. It was like $3 that I ate. Just regular strawberries. Not worth it. I mean, they're good strawberries. I'm not gonna say they're bad but they're not worth strawberries. So yeah, no clickbait. The only clickbait I've done, I think the only clickbait I've done, I think, is on the last video that I posted. If you guys didn't see on my last video, shame on you. You should watch my content. But where is it? Do I still have? Oh, here it is. The receipts I watch. I appreciate you for it. So I did. I posted this. I did a test for titles, but it was just a thumbnail of me waving that just says thanks for everything. And then the title is just the channel is changing, the channel is going to change, big changes are coming to the channel. Which made it sound very ominous, like I'm going bye-bye or something. I felt it was a little clickbaity, but that was the hope. And it did get a 1 out of 10. At least for a while, for sure. So you know what? It worked. PCG subnormie sweating. Yeah. I got really positive feedback from that video, which I appreciate. Now, watch me fuck it up. I need to now still figure out what I'm making a video on for Sunday. I asked people if they want to see the how I made the 3D to sprite, right, multi-directional render, basically, directly in Unreal. Made a community post asking about that. So if that sounds like something you want to know how to make, I did finish it up off stream. Figure out all the little quirks about it. So if that's something you want a tutorial on, I'll gladly make one. Just gotta let me know. Goodbye to all of this. Yes. Now give me all theirs. Yep. There's all theirs. There's all theirs. Goodbye. More errors. This should always return. Well, no, it's this doesn't pull any of this. It should be get child of this if it is valid. If it is not, oh, I guess it's valid no matter what. Just return this. Oh, no. If it's not valid, yeah, return this. Make a video on that. There isn't a lot of 2D related content for Unreal in terms of tutorials. But the question is there not a lot of 2D content in terms of tutorials because people aren't interested in it? Or because not many people know much about it? Right, because it could be that people don't make it because people aren't interested. I don't know. Who wants to guess if this will work first try? My money is on no, by the way, in case you're wondering. That was me. I need to look into where the hell the control for Steam is. R1? Okay, so it does work. It does generate them. But the activate of the cards, or the activate, happens too soon. Yeah, this happens too soon. So what we need to do is add a frame delay, a tick delay here, I think. Oh, you get rid of all these button selects. That don't matter. I'm pretty sure. You prefer Unreal for coding, but it's more 3D engine, so make 2D type content sick. And there's like one channel for 2D game tutorials in Unreal that are up to date. I assume you mean Cobra Code, because videos are great. He doesn't make too many videos, and he doesn't do too much free stuff. He's good, but a lot of it is behind paywall. There we go. So now we have it actually selected automatically. Good. Okay. Full controller support. Good. Okay. No. Fine. CD collection, grid panel, and does not have. Oh. I know why. You or you. You. Focus panel. Is it this? Hold on. Open up the burn cards. What is your settings to? No, you set to self. Oh. Set to be focusable. There we go. Torco is indeed the first and mostly only result on YouTube. Although Game Dev Cave just did a 2D tile map making tutorial on recent month. Nice. Yeah, Game Dev Cave is who I watched for the for learning state trees. What does he have? What does he have recently? Spawn actors in a circle. USB CG. What does modular code even mean? It means you can reuse stuff. That's how you made fast travel. You set actor location. Explorable world map. I think this is the one I actually want to watch. Because he uses a custom thing, but I think it's not going to work for what I want. But I want to just skim through it. How to use data assets, check widget overlaps. This is a interesting one that I want to see. No tick, use timer. Can't use timer in UI when on pause mode. But in general, most times you want to use a timer, but yes. That is accurate. Make your own right-click actions. I should watch that. I've been meaning to look into how to create my own stuff. Interface versus event dispatcher. I mean, the difference is their hard reference versus soft reference, in a sense. And, yeah. Blueprint nodes versus pure nodes. Pure nodes are blueprint nodes. Skill tree. I remember skill trees. I remember seeing he was doing skill tree stuff. Enhanced input for UI. I think I watched his video on that. Or, I don't know about this one specifically, but I watched one of them. Where basically it was like, you know what? No, it's not worth the hassle. Because basically you put it inside of a widget. And then if you have that widget 10 times, in your, like, as a 10 times the child is in the parent, then it'll get called 10 times, and now you have to figure out which one's which, and it becomes such a headache that I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go do it the old school way. It's fine. And I got it all set up with rebindable keys. It's great. His stuff is good. The main thing I watched from him was at the beginning. I guess he's done quite a bit of stuff now. So somewhere. Anyway. The most recent map reveal is actually nice. The only pet peeve is the spelling mistakes sometimes. That doesn't matter. It's fine. He said recent months, but now it doesn't seem so recent. Your brain is buffering. Nah, you're fine. Okay, this part though is done. The next thing to figure out is where do I put all of the stuff? The TD tutorial you were thinking of in recent month was 10 months ago. You're stuck in the past. Help. Yeah, so what you do is you look at the bottom left of the player. Just make sure you hit the live button. And then when you hit the live button, it should put you in the present time. Yeah. So, right, we have this. Let me just double check that this is, yeah, selection is working. Good, good, good. But it doesn't work when I do this. Good. So I want to put the preview here. If I put the preview on the right here, like I did for the other side, I probably don't want this up here and this up here. I probably want to have just the right side here, that card and menu. Sort of like what I did in the hub. But the difference in the hub is I had this, so, and a search, so I don't really need the sorting. I'm gonna keep, or gonna add in as well, and the number here will be the collection stuff that will be displayed. But if it's the full height of it, that's a lot of wasted space. On this side, yeah, the cards can be like the full section here. But I don't know. I don't know what's the best way of implementing this preview and not having it just look entirely out of place. I do not know. I do not know. Let's see. Let's try to figure something out. So this bar, if I put it above here, so if I wrap this with a vertical box, and then this vertical box, and then this needs to be wrapped with a horizontal box. Oops, other way around. Why is this? Wait, it is? Auto? No. Bill? Auto? Why are you pushed all the way to the right? Why is this the way it is? Oh, there's a width override. That isn't doing anything. Why is there a width override in this thing that isn't even doing anything? Oh, okay. No. I hate this stuff. Can I just say that I hate... I hate EMG. Just want to let everyone know that I do hate EMG. What is this, and where am I using this? Unconstruct, set with override of the size box. Yeah, but that's not doing anything. Oh, it's because it's unconstruct event reconstruct. No. Yes? Am I almost there? Okay, I think you need to remove the padding. A little bit. I think we're getting there. Oh. Okay. Okay. We got there, kind of. Don't worry, Unreal 6, they'll make a widget system that's good to remember. Don't worry. Yeah, just like they did it for Unreal 5 when Unreal 5 came out. This is Unreal 4's system, effectively. Have faith? No. I have none. I have none. You faithless. Did you not watch my playthrough of Elden Ring? I put 0 points in faith. I was leveling up strength before I was leveling up faith as a sorcerer. Okay? I think I had I think I pretty much maxed my endurance for what I needed. I was wearing a heavy armor as a sorcerer before touching faith. I wouldn't dream of touching that horrible thing. Faith. Ugh. I just want to grab these two, I think. I probably I'll probably end up making this a widget of a different thing later. It's fine, it's fine. Figure it out. Okay. So sorting buttons will probably be on top as before. Oops. Top of this. And then this will be on top of this. Okay, and then scale box. Okay, so that is the size. Okay, so that's the size. This needs to be 6 wide. I really don't like this. Right, we have so much wasted space. It's bad. Right? It's bad. And I don't like it. So much wasted space. Yeah, I can scale this stuff. Scale, to specify 2. I can make it bigger. That's the solution. Just make it bigger. It's too big. I can't make it that big. Bottom 20. You have no advice to offer. Thanks. Thanks. I'm glad you've been helpful. This sorting is going to be such a pain to probably do. Why is this tiny? Why is that tiny? Why that card's tiny? I'm not scaling it. The horizontal blocks and vertical blocks don't scale. Why were the cards... Right, because what I'm expecting is the cards to appear this big. Right, it's tiny. Oh, this should not be a thing. I removed this from everywhere, pretty much. There's some places where I didn't. Is that why? That might be why. I could have sworn I removed that from everywhere. No, that's not why. Like... What if I... here. What if I put this, like, at the top so it encompasses the entire, like, size of it? I'm just curious if it will adjust accordingly. I don't think it should, but I don't know. Yeah, this is bigger. What? What? What do I have inside of this thing? I have a scale box. That's why. That's why. Replace with. Am I even using the scale box? What am I using the scale box for? No results found. Well, if no results are found, it's clearly not interesting or not useful. Oh god, now it's this crap again. Aha. Now the freaking override works here. 1350. Around there. And then this, and then we can put this back to 1400, 1375, 1380. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so then we take, there's this image and this image. Let's make this one on the right. Full top down, right? And this will be... Oh. There we go. I'll do like 500 here. And this will be behind it, so it just be the whole size. That's fine. Which means this guy needs to not have padding on the right. Oh. Fill. Have padding on the right. No, this should be the full height. The grid should be the one that has the padding. Means the fill to auto and horizontal box. Ooh, the big brain. The auto and fill, like, I understand in, like, on a technical level what they do, but when I actually go to use the stuff, as a user, they're not intuitive, because what I want, neither one provides ever. So it's like, and because the whole fitting, because it's a size. This is not size even. It's like, how much size should the slot occupy in the direction of the panel? Like, yes, it's how much it occupies in terms of size, but visually, it is just a layout alignment thing. I know it's not, but like, because visually I see it that way, it's hard for me, my brain, to be like, okay, this is what it's doing, this is how to get around it. This is made by a programmer without talking to an artist. It's the best way I imagine this happened. Rather, the only way I imagine that happened. This is why you need technical artists. They can't do the programming of a programmer, but they can talk between the two groups. Why? Oh, because it's too big on top now. Okay. Okay. In that case, we can work with this. We can work with this. Okay. Give me this, let's say, 1250 watt. See, now the grid override here is doing anything, so this doesn't matter anymore. Is it because I set it to auto or fill? 1200. Okay. I make it 5 columns. Let's see how much I need to make this, and then I can move this be wider, and then I can make this card bigger, I guess. Maybe. Okay. Well, it fits. Let me... I guess I should have adjusted this first. 700, 650. Do 650. And then... you are going to be... yeah, that's fine. Honestly. Probably fine. Whatever you say, boss, you didn't follow the steps. I didn't either, don't worry. I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. It's amazing I'm even here. Honestly, I should get an award for it. Pure gold. And $100 million. It's the least I deserve. Okay. It fits. I mean, it's better than it was. It's definitely better than it was. So, if I go in here, I can move the grid panel here from the top a little bit. 25. Just move it a little down. And I probably want to move it a little more to the right, based on what I saw. So 25, that'll be minus 15. Let's try to get it centered more. Start agreeing and get you an award. Then he quickly shifted to out of pure go. Okay, you're being unreasonable. What do you mean I'm being unreasonable? I think I'm being quite reasonable and humble too. I'm the most reasonable and humble person on the internet. Okay, let's make the card the right figure. I think we can make this work. Yeah, like Phil? Auto? Auto is what I really want. That's a round center. Guess if I did 0, then it'd fill, and then on you, right padding 0. There you go. There we go. Now it's in the center. I do not like this. I don't like this. Okay, what we could try doing is darkening and then top 50, 100, 100, 80, 90, 90. 50. Just to have like a at least darker stripe or something there. Sir, let's be realistic here. Assembly or nothing? Well, I'm assembling the game. Does that count? Right, I'm putting it together with bips and boops. It's like assembly or an assembly. I assume assembly is a programming language. I know Go is a card game, so maybe not. Okay, so this is what we have. Let me just move myself here. So this is the new look. I think this bar here should be a little bit thicker, but at least it doesn't like. And also, I'll probably want to have like a slightly different color here. Or I just, you know what? I just need to add a dark line right here. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's bigger for sure, right? It's a much bigger preview of the card here than you get here. But in terms of using the space better, it is using the space better. I do prefer this. For sure. But I don't know what to put down here, so. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? I still need to design my weapon ability display. Shoving all the weapon abilities in a small area down here won't look good. I thought maybe instead of having it be big in here, we go ahead and make that smaller and then put like weapon ability descriptions down there. But no, that's just not gonna look good. The other thing that we're going to run into is what happens when I add another tab? Do I have to make it wider now? So maybe I have the cards and like the tab things just at the top, like I had before. And then below that, we have just this section. So it'll be like, so this whole thing will just move down a little. Maybe we do something like that. Okay, what's the best way of setting that up? So this horizontal box will need to be wrapped with a vertical box. And then, yeah, this horizontal box will go on top of this one. I said on top of this one, thank you. And then, that's, why is this not going all the way down? You have no padding. You have padding on the top. No padding. Why is this box not filled? That's why. Okay. So let's. So once again, this becomes the top full width. And then I want to have this not have top padding. That was too much. Maybe I could make this, then can make it smaller and fit more cards in here. Yeah, I don't want it as big as it is, so I'd rather have this. Decisions. What are we gonna do? Why is this your weird height? $68 pixels. It's odd. I can make this in the middle. Why do you move up when you do fill? This is what I mean. I change it from auto size to fill, and it moves up, and then this So I wanted to keep it in auto, but I want it in the center. And center alignment doesn't do what I want it to. And this is where this whole thing makes my head hurt every single time. Basically. Auto. No, I want it on the bottom, so I guess I need to do this fill. Do I need to make this fill? Okay. I made that fill. And this is fill. And this is auto with no padding. Sort of in the middle. Let's see. Let's see it. I'm not gonna lie. I keep staring at these damn strawberries now on my table. I'm like, I want another one. So you know what? Maybe they're so expensive because they're laced with crack. That is very possible. And that's why I'm like looking at them constantly like, I want another. Okay, I need to move them back to the left a little. And then more room still. Let's start with this. Let's also do one of these, and let's color this a little differently so we can tell these apart. I guess do it all the way from the top, and I'll put this behind you. I'll make it easier. And then, oh, good, you're 500. Okay. Is this going to be the winning solution? Probably not. But I think it'll be the closest we're going to get so far. Just a little off. What is my freaking, you know what? I don't know why I didn't just look this before. Where is the search bar? You. What is your size? 475. So not you. You. So that means you need to be 1920 minus 475 minus 20. You need to be 1425. That's how we do it. This needs to be 475. This is now more in the correct area, so theoretically, I've done it. What can we put there, though? I guess it could be like some design down the line. It doesn't have to have like every little part of it be useful, quote unquote. I don't know. I just feel weird about having like unused space like that. Okay, I think this is the right number. We just need to remove the padding on the left, and then it'll be good. The card on the right looks good. I think it fits. It doesn't look good. It fits.
Streaming lights apart until they determines our exercise.
As I'm. Oh, now I need a little more. Oh, god damn it. I need 10, probably. 10 padding. This is going to be what? Or 5. Probably need like 7 or some odd number. God damn it. But, you know. We're basically there. We need to remove the ones with the padding at the top as well. Get a little more up there, and then we're good. Then we can set up the card display first, and then we'll set up the sorting. What can I put there? What can I put there? I don't think there's nothing in the dungeon besides these two values or two numbers. I could put them one on top of the other. That if I put these instead of side by side, I put them one on top of the other, they will take up more vertical space. I feel like that's like trying to take up space just for the sake of taking space. But to be fair, the amount this value will get to probably in the thousands, and this will be like dozens. So it's okay if it was on top of each other. I'll probably just do that. Mm-hmm. I think that'll be my best bet. Yeah. Thinking face. Yeah. Yeah, first of all, you. If I move 10 padding, and then here, right, we just, instead of having this be a horizontal box, can I replace with a vertical box? I can. Very easily. And then can I tell these to, how would I want it to, do I want to set, I probably want them aligned to the right. And do I want the whole thing aligned to the right? You know, not all the way to the right, but right, something like this isn't too bad. And we just take this off of the bottom a little. You must sleep. Have a good night, man. Thanks so much. Hope you're gonna have a lovely night. Figure out the widget layout conundrum. Yeah, I'll get to it. It just takes way too long. But we're pretty much there. I think this probably going to be the look of it. I need to double check that it's centered, and I think we're golden. Maybe silver. Bronze. Oh, come on. At least give me the participation trophy. That happens to be bigger than the gold one. There we go. See? Now it lines up. Bottom right, it's not the best. I might want to move these a little bit down. And then add a little thing here. And then maybe add a thing here to, like, again, differentiate these sections. But we're getting there. And then you go back to it in 2 weeks later and ask who designed it. Oh, I know who designed it. This dumbass. That's who. Unfortunately. I don't know why he's so stupid. Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks, Tom. Bye. Okay, so I put this in a vertical box. If I add another one, I can make this one darker. Just a little. Can I make this top aligned? Top aligned. Auto? Why is this on the bottom? Because this is fill. Auto. But now on the top one, I can tell it to be a specific height, right? Yes. And then this one, I can give padding. Mm-hmm. Like 16 and I'll keep it lower, and then we'll just move this whole section down. Okay, okay. And then we do you know what? I want, I guess this needs to be below. You know what? This needs to be below. Because I want you know what? No, I'm kidding the vertical block. The whole I'm just suffering with the vertical block stuff. Just, you know what? Just I'm gonna use padding as I have done before, and just keep my sanity. Top. It's 68. Let's do like 75, 80, 90. You'll figure out manual ricochet tomorrow. Why do you say manual ricochet? Is there an automatic ricochet? Is there a system for that I don't know about? Because I think because I still need to implement a ricochet for my system. I just haven't figured out a good melee alternative. But I feel like ricochet should have something for it, no? Having manual movement would also be nice versus projectile movement component. Right now, the projectile movement component doesn't quite work well with pawn actors. Why do you have a projectile on a pawn? I haven't seen that before. But why? You're trying to hit a pawn with a projectile and have it ricochet off of it. Well, yeah, that all checks out. But why do you have the projectile movement? Oh, with pawn actors, not on pawn actors. Okay, I got it. The way I was always thinking of doing ricochet is basically having a projectile hit something, and then it would destroy that, and then spawn another one at whatever angle the calculation would be. At whatever the velocity is at the end, and all that, but just adjust it, or just set the rotation, because I haven't tested it. If that didn't work to set the rotation at the new direction on overlap, then destroy and spawn a new one. I imagine setting the rotation should work. I wish I could think of a good melee version of Ricochet. Like, I want to add Ricochet, but to be fair, in this game, Ricochet wouldn't be that amazing. Yeah. It's better. It's better. It's not good, but it is better. So I'll take what I can get. You have that part already figured out, as in calculating the ricochet direction on hit. Issues that the projectile movement component being dumb AF and not work. What part of it isn't working? It works off of stationary walls by default, but pawns, nope. What difference does it make? Are you not doing a check and overlap? That's all I'm doing for, like my projectiles. On component begin overlap for the character, do whatever. Do damage, do anything else. And if it's not a character, then it's on hit because it hit a wall. But if it's any kind of character, then it's overlap. And then I have multiple collision boxes checking for different things under different settings and stuff. I have to manually set the velocity on a hit or something. Maybe you'll do tomorrow. No, you do it now. Figure it out now. Or else. Setting options for hitting only walls and targets, or any combination of the two, as well as being destroyed on either. It might be easier to just add a second collision box. And you have different things on that collision box set up, so you don't have to filter out down the line. You just filter out immediately. But it depends on your system. Just a thought. This is dungeon collection type. Right, so this is what I've been. That's this. Good. So what we want to do is go here. This is already set. Get large card. Set this. And then we do this if it is valid. If it's not valid, we continue here. Either way, we continue and check. And then here we do this guy. Using tags for everything, so if it finds the tag, it basically does the thing associated with it. Sort of a modular-ish control. But then, end of it, you should be able to define everything with tags and numbers. I could never. That's too much to me. I don't want to make spreadsheets for that. I mean, just all characters. That seems like good, or like all static measures. That seems good. You know, that's what I would just do. I don't see any world where I would be like, oh, give me like specific things for this projectile. Deal with it with on the collision level, not the tag level. That seems, for me, that'll be too much. Spreadsheets now? You think you'll be able to make a data table for this? Too much variance? But you just said you want to deal with tags. I mean, that means that not everything is going to have tags, which means you have to keep track of this stuff. And if you have a ton of stuff to keep track of, you're going to want to write it down somewhere. I see the path. I see where the path leads. That's basically what I'm saying. You know what the tags do though? True. I see the fate of you. You made sure to put comments for each tag. Yep, and there it begins. What fate befalls you? Tell me a great one. Misery. And overthinking. And overcomplicated. Mostly the latter. But you do like to overcomplicate, I will say. So, there we go. Ta-da! Look at that. And now we have this. Yeah. So, the next thing to do is to make Ah, shit. Oh, how do I... Oh, I just realized. Maybe I removed the sorting. I use L1 and R1 in the main HUD to sort in the deck builder area. That's control L1 and R1 here. The sorting. It makes sense for the deck builder. But inside the dungeon, I use L1 and R1 for the tabs. For the different sections. And there's no more buttons available for sorting separately. Like, you don't need to sort this. This is not needed. I was like, it'd be like it was a nice to have thing. I was like, if I could, I just will. I'm killing the sorting here. It'll just be so much overly complicated for just the sorting that I don't even have buttons for. I mean, I guess I do, but I could keep them as L1 and R1 and make the tabs like R2 and L2. Shit, I could do that. Right, because we don't care about the weapon attacks here, and then here it's just toggle. Oh, but no, keyword descriptions are R2. So you have the sorting previous tabs are L1, R1. Keyword descriptions by default right now is R2. I can make them these buttons. I can make them like left and right to switch the tabs. But the tabs here are left L1 and R1. No, I want to keep them L1, R1. No. Because it's consistent. God damn it. I hate controller. I don't really, but do you guys remember a time when like half a decade ago, when everyone who used a PC refused to use controllers, where the PC master race was just no controller world? To be fair, most controllers weren't compatible back then. And now everyone has a controller for PC. You really need to see. This is like an extra nice to have thing here. God damn it. Wait for the new Steam controllers to come out. Oh, I saw those. I like this. Do I really need to? That's the cover I'm talking. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I know it is. I'm yep. Well aware. I mean, what do I like? How would I do the sorting if it's not L1 R1? If it's the same sorting setup, I'd want it to be L1 R1. What's my controller? Hold on, I still have the image. This one. So, these are all taken. These are all the different sections. These are taken. The B button, the right button here is free. Apparently. I really don't have anything on B. That means I can move show info to B. And then I have L2 and R2. Show info on B would be better as well. B for better. And then I can put L2 and R2 as sorts. And L1 and R1 will be tabs. It's doable. God damn it, it's doable. Plan to also get a Steam machine? What for? I feel like you and many people have a powerful enough PC, I imagine. Show info and start. No, the info that I'm talking about is that info that I'm toggling. So like, if you know what the icons are, which you see there, you don't need to see it. It blocks things. But maybe for your daughter? Oh, so you don't. So what you're saying is you don't want to get her a nice computer. You'd rather get her a tiny one that probably won't have the nicest and greatest. Cheaping out on her, huh? That's only for you. I get it. You know, I get priorities. But yeah, so I'll move this toggle from R2 to B, which apparently I'm not using. I didn't even notice I didn't use it. So I'll move it to B. I'll have the sorting be L2, R2. Then we can have sorting here be the same buttons as here, where the tabs will be L1, R1 for consistency, and L2 and R2 will always be. Did you check the price of RAM among other things recently? Oh yeah, I did. And if you think that the Steam machine will be cheap despite the RAM prices, you have another thing coming. I imagine that the price of the Steam machine will have that into consideration. Unfortunately. I am thankfully fine. Cheaper than a full-blown rig? They said that it's going to be the same price of a computer. Like, it's not going to be priced like a console. They explicitly said that it's going to be priced like a PC. So it won't be as powerful as a quote-unquote full-blown rig, but it will be powerful, and it is a computer. Yes, Steam directly said that. Yes. They are pricing it as a computer, because it is at the end of the day. You can uninstall the Steam OS and just install Windows on it if you want. It is just a computer. So, and they're being priced as such because of that. It comes with a nice of the Steam OS and some other stuff, which is great for, like, you know, gaming and all that. But yeah, and it also comes with a Steam controller with the like, it's all meant to work together. But if you don't want to, you could just make it all a regular computer. So yeah, it's being priced as such. Okay, let me see. Steam box. Yeah, I mean, here, even like, it's to the point where even the AI is like knows about it. Yeah. Valve's new Steam machine is priced like a custom-built PC, not a subsidized console. And keep in mind that it also comes with a Steam controller, which means there's also going to be the cost of the controller in addition to the Steam machine itself. So whatever this price of the controller will be, right, because obviously you're paying for that, plus the Steam machine. It comes with it, from my understanding. Maybe you'll be able to buy it separately, but I think it comes with it. Last I checked. They talk about $700. No, people talk about $700. And people were talking about $700 before RAM prices have been going up as much as they have. So it will affect it. I'm not saying that don't do this, just to be clear, right? I just want you to be ready for it. That you are buying a computer, and computers are all being hurt by what's going on. So they didn't announce the price for this very reason. They're probably waiting to see if things will stabilize and then go from there. I think that's a lot of people's guess as to why they didn't announce it. Because right now it's a very turbulent time because of that. So in that regard, it might be better to buy a computer now, a normal one, instead of waiting. If prices continue to go up, it might get worse. But unfortunately. Okay, let's go change the keybinds. Bind to component hit when it should be overlap. Oh, is that why it wasn't working for you? That's the word. Congratulations. Congratulations on your award. Hey, Evan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's change. Yeah, starting cards to deck, show info. Bam. And then we want to do sword tab next as the trigger, right trigger digital, and then this is left trigger digital. Oh, but what do we do for the keyboard? DNF? No, can't do DNF. ER. Oops, I did the wrong one. This is... Oh, this is sort of reversed. Yeah. Oh, no, this is different. I don't want to do... next is right. Yeah, this stays. Previous. Still doesn't work. Lovely. Oh, I'm sorry. You come to office, boot up your system, and see you live, and you're here. Yeah, it's still here for a bit. Not too much, but okay. So now, if I did R2, L2, right? Swap is still the top button. That now works. But now I believe I'm using the same buttons for this. So I probably need to then customize these buttons. These probably, yeah, see, these now say R2. So what I need to do is create a new input action for next previous tab. And then, yeah, do that. Because right now, these are sort/tab next. So I want to call these just sort next. Sort next. And then this is sort previous. And then sort reverse is still going to be as it was. Let me just double check what it says. Reverse sorting. No, I'm just going to call this. I don't know. I guess reverse sorting is fine. You updated NVIDIA drivers this evening. Now, why is your game lagging? Lovely. You. I feel like things aren't going very well right now. Too. You're going to go to bed. I was going to say maybe it's time to call it a night. It'll be better tomorrow. Maybe. I call this sort next. Instead of sort tab, this is going to be sort previous. And now I'm gonna duplicate these. Want to be tab next. And tab previous. Okay. Tab next. Tab previous. Okay, and then we need 2 buttons for both. Okay, so what do we want to do for this? So next, I have Q and E doing next and previous sort. What do I want for next and previous tab? R is to reverse sort. I mean, I guess I'm not really doing A and D for anything. It's the menu. I'm not using A and D. Why not? That seems fine. Wrong one. Okay, so this is going to be the controller tab next. This is previous. This is keyboard tab previous. Display name tab previous. In section UI. Okay, and then we do top one. Tab next. Inside of UI. Probably should reorder these, honestly. Let's take a look. Collections, so different sections of the deck builder. You probably should put them under their own section. We'll deal with that later. Toggle starting cards because it's all deck builder stuff. It's not just UI, it's deck builder specifically. Sort previous, sort next, sort reverse. Yeah, I want to do. Oh god, why did it open that? Why did it do that? Tab previous, tab previous, tab next, sort previous, sort next, sort reverse, show info, and then 2 deck and starting cards. I'm gonna move these. Collection deck search. Move here. 2 deck. Starting cards. Okay. So now I go into the menu, options, controls. There's UI. Okay, so now we have these are also here. Then we have the card 2 set from deck. Starting cards. Toggle open starting cards. Previous, next. Reverse sorting. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it under a different section. Let's do it. There's no reason to wait. So, oh boy. Can I just do this? There we go. So instead of UI, I'm going to do UI, or yes, deck builder. I'm going to call it deck builder. Well, this one's not specifically deck builder. This is close. This is just UI. So good job me modifying already the first thing I didn't want to modify. This is deck builder. Okay, toggle starting cards is also deck builder stuff. Okay, previous next is just general UI. Okay. What does this look like? Is it gonna do like one UI thing? No, it does UI because that was at the big top, and then deck builder separately. Excellent. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner. So we have close UI, tab previous, tab next, sort previous, sort next, reverse sorting, and toggle keyword descriptions. Yeah. And then this is just specifically deck builder stuff. And if we open it up, all of this still works. R1, L1 doesn't work. Okay, good. Added it. So the next thing we'll need to do though is inside of here for these guys. First of all, I want to change this to tab previous, and then this is tab next. So displays the right thing. But here, next previous dungeon collection tab. This needs to look at tab previous and tab next. I mean, theoretically, that should be done. This is still working on R2. R1 doesn't do anything. It says R1, L1. Yeah, because R1, L1 are the tabs. Yeah. So this is working. So now R1 and L1 are working. There you go. Now, tomorrow we'll need to set up R2 and L2 to do the sorting of this stuff, though. So, fun. I love sorting. And this works. Good. Yay! Things are working! Huzzah! I still haven't heard back about this from the Dungeon Arctic dev. He hasn't been around in a while. He's posting videos on YouTube, but none that relate to anything that I'm doing, so unfortunately. You're annoyed at projectile moving component? It's annoying. You know, I thought you said I think I'm going to bed. What happened to going to bed? You're like me in that sense. When something doesn't work, you want to figure it out before you know, go to bed. I can relate. You know how you figure that out? Just add some print strings. That was me. Just add some print strings and see where it's printing and where it's not, and where you expect it to print versus not. And then you'll figure out where the problem is. Best way to do it. Some people will say press F9, but I really hate that. F9 just never gives me what I want. Especially when you start having loops. Just forget about it. Just don't even bother. It's all about the print strings. But that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Good progress, you know, some progress. Spent a little bit of talking about the Lord stuff at the beginning, and we tried some. I guess I'll have some more strawberries that are way too expensive for what they are. They look great. It's the prettiest strawberries I ever had. They taste exactly like normal strawberries, though. It is what it is. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.